Hello friends, welcome to the channel. In this video, we will make a battery pack using lithium-ion cells. The lithium-ion cell which we are using is 18650 cells. These are the most common cells in the market. The voltage rating of this cell is 3.7 volts. And minimum discharge voltage of this cell is 3 volts. Means we should not discharge this cell below 3 volts. Otherwise, we may damage the cell permanently. Similarly, maximum charge voltage of this cell is 4.2 volts. The capacity of this cell is 1200 mAh. That means if we consume 1200 mAh from this battery, it will last for 1 hour. For better understanding, let's take an example of DC motor. Suppose this motor consumes 1200 mAh at 3.7 volts. Here load is our DC motor. So the load current consumption is 1200 mAh. When we connect this motor with our 1200 mAh cell, it will work for 1 hour, as we can see in the calculations. The battery capacity divided by current drawn by load gives us how much the battery will last. Let's change something. This time load consumption is 600 mAh. So as we can see in the calculation, the motor will run for 2 hours. Here, things to notice is this calculation is for ideal cell. So in real life calculations may differ. So that if you are using a good quality cell, you can take 70 to 80% of the calculated value. As you can see, these cells are also expensive. In other hand, if you are using a bad quality cell, then you should take only 50 to 70% of the calculated value. And that is the reason why homemade power banks are so much cheaper than the market one. So let's back to the topic. This time we will choose the motor which consumes 2400 mAh. So according to our calculation, the battery will get discharged in half an hour. But it doesn't happen. Why? Let's see. Here comes the current rating or C rating. The current rating for 18650 cell is 1C. And H rating into C rating gives us maximum current can be drawn from a battery. Let's take an example of LiPo battery, which have voltage rating of 11.1 volt, capacity of 2200 mAh and current rating of 30C. So maximum current can be drawn is equal to H rating into C rating. So according to the calculation, we can draw 66 ampere of current from this battery at a time. Let's see the effect on the values of voltage and H rating in series and parallel connection. Adding cell in series connections increases the voltage, but the capacity remains the same, as we can see in the diagram. Similarly, connecting cells in parallel connection increases the capacity, but the voltage remains the same. The battery pack which we are going to make is 3S2P, means 3 cell in series and 2 cell in parallel. Now look at the diagram carefully. Here we can see because of series connection we are getting 11.1 volt, and because of parallel connection we are getting 2400 mAh capacity. as heating can damage the battery. That's why I So we are getting 11 volts as per diagram. That means our connections are perfect. Here we can also add a JST XH connector in our battery pack for those who are using professional balance charger or a battery voltage checker. Just take a screenshot of this diagram. All the links are in the description. If you want to purchase any of these products, please check it out. Now it is time for BMS. BMS stands for Battery Management System. It is having safety features like overcharge protection, over discharge protection, short circuit protection and balance charging.